Welcome back to Next Bike World, your ultimate hub for everything on two wheels. Today, we're diving into a motorcycle that doesn't scream with sheer horsepower, but instead whispers with heritage, simplicity, and timeless appeal. We're talking about the 2026 Kawasaki W175, a bike that carries the DNA of Kawasaki's legendary W series while delivering an entry-level experience for riders who want retro style with modern reliability. So let's break down everything you need to know about its design, performance, features, price, and why this machine could be the perfect ride for you. The Kawasaki W175 has always been positioned as a motorcycle for purists, and the 2026 update continues that philosophy. It isn't about high-tech gadgets or futuristic styling, it's about evoking that classic 1960s and 70s vibe, a time when motorcycles were simpler, raw, and mechanically honest. From the very first glance, you'll notice how Kawasaki has stuck to the formula: round headlamp, teardrop fuel tank, spoked wheels, chrome details, and a long, flat seat that screams old school cool. It looks like something your father or grandfather might have ridden, but with the refinement and build quality of today's engineering. One of the standout aspects of the W175's design is the attention to proportion. Many small-capacity retro bikes often look undersized, but Kawasaki has balanced the W175's dimensions perfectly. The 2026 model sports subtle refinements in paintwork and trim, with options like metallic matte graphene steel gray, candy persimmon red, and a new deep metallic phantom silver. The finishes are richer, and chrome detailing is kept tasteful rather than excessive. The round mirrors and minimalistic instrument cluster maintain that vintage aura, while the blacked-out engine gives it a more modern edge. Underneath the styling lies a 177cc air-cooled, single-cylinder, four-stroke engine. Now, this isn't going to break any speed records. It produces around 13 horsepower and 13.2 newton-meters of torque. But that's not the point. The W175 is built for relaxed cruising, city commutes, and weekend rides where you take in the scenery rather than blur past it. Power delivery is smooth and predictable, making it incredibly beginner-friendly while still charming for seasoned riders who want a stress-free, lightweight motorcycle. The 5-speed gearbox complements the engine perfectly, offering enough versatility for city traffic as well as open roads. The clutch action is light, and gear changes feel crisp, which will be appreciated by riders who are just starting their motorcycling journey. Top speed hovers around 110 km per hour, but honestly, this bike feels happiest between 60 and 90 km/h, perfect for urban roads and leisurely countryside rides. Suspension setup is conventional but effective, telescopic front forks and dual rear shock absorbers that provide a soft, comfortable ride. Kawasaki tuned it with everyday usability in mind, so it soaks up potholes and uneven road surfaces without rattling your bones. The 2026 version continues with a 30mm front fork and dual rear shocks, both tuned for a balance of comfort and control. While it's not a sporty setup, it's exactly what you want from a retro commute: plush, forgiving, and stable at moderate speeds. Braking is handled by a disc at the front and a drum at the rear. It's a conservative setup compared to modern ABS-equipped bikes, but it suits the character of the W175. The front disc provides adequate bite, while the rear drum is sufficient for the bike's weight and performance. For riders who grew up on more modern bikes, it might feel a little dated, but purists will appreciate the analog nature of it. Kawasaki has also worked on brake responsiveness for the 2026 model, making sure that safety and confidence are not compromised. Now let's talk about ergonomics. The W175 is designed for comfort above all else. The wide handlebars, upright seating posture, and long, well-cushioned seat make it a joy to ride for hours. At 780mm, the seat height is approachable for a wide range of riders, including beginners and shorter riders who may feel intimidated by taller bikes. At the same time, there's enough room for taller riders not to feel cramped. Its curb weight of just 126 kilograms makes it light, nimble, and incredibly easy to maneuver in traffic or tight parking spots. Fuel efficiency is another major selling point. The W175 can return close to 40 to 45 kilometers per liter under normal riding conditions, thanks to its small displacement engine and simple carburetor system. That makes it not only stylish and fun but also very economical to run. Kawasaki clearly designed this bike for markets where running costs matter just as much as the initial purchase price, and in that regard, it absolutely delivers. Speaking of price, the 2026 Kawasaki W175 continues to be one of the most affordable models in Kawasaki's global lineup. Depending on the market, you can expect it to be priced around $2,500 to $3,000, making it accessible to first-time buyers, students, and retro enthusiasts who want a second bike for casual rides. That price point is also a key reason why the W175 is so popular in countries like Indonesia, India, and parts of South America, where affordability and classic style are highly valued. What makes the W175 truly unique in today's motorcycle landscape is its focus on authenticity. In an era where even entry-level bikes are stuffed with digital displays, riding modes, and aggressive styling, the W175 offers something completely different. It's a reminder of why people fell in love with motorcycles in the first place, because they were simple, honest machines that gave you freedom on the open road. There are no distractions here, no electronic rider aids, just you, the bike, and the journey. Of course, that simplicity comes with trade-offs. Riders looking for cutting-edge performance, high speeds, or modern safety tech like ABS or traction control won't find it here. But for those who want a bike that looks like a vintage machine yet doesn't require the headaches of maintaining a 40-year-old classic, the W175 is a near-perfect solution. It's reliable, easy to maintain, and backed by Kawasaki's solid after-sales network. To wrap things up, the 2026 Kawasaki W175 isn't a bike for everyone. It's not trying to compete with sport bikes, high-performance commuters, or feature-packed modern retros. Instead, it's carved its own niche, a bike for riders who value heritage styling, mechanical simplicity, affordability, and comfort. It's the kind of motorcycle you buy when you want to slow down, enjoy the ride, and turn heads with its timeless looks. So, if you're in the market for an entry-level retro motorcycle that balances old-school charm with modern-day reliability, the 2026 Kawasaki W175 might just be the perfect fit for you. It proves that sometimes, less really is more. That's all for today's review. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the Kawasaki W175 and want more in-depth reviews of upcoming bikes, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Next Bike World, and drop a comment below on what bike you'd like us to cover next. Until then, ride safe, and I'll see you in the next one.